No, she's off.
Must be muted.
We tried to tell her, but didn't work. Maybe she had a tough time getting on.
Let's see. Things are moving a little slow today. The recording's taking a minute.
Uh-huh.
There we go. Okay. All right. Now you're not muted. Now she looks frozen.
Yeah.
Are you with us, Terry?
She stopped.
She's frozen. I'm not frozen, right?
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're fine.
All right. Good morning, Martin and Linda and Betty and Carlene and Kathleen, all the way from Canada. Woohoo! Good morning.
Finally got through. Good morning.
That's awesome. Welcome. Let's see what you think of today's topic. All right, Sally. Morning. Betty and Linda. Sally and Carlene. And oh, Terry just disappeared entirely. Okay. Well, today was did everybody have a nice week off, by the way?
Yeah, we missed you. We missed you.
Yeah.
Right?
We missed you, yeah.
Did it make sense what you saw in the email that we were not having class?
Yeah,
Okay. All
we
right.
got bored. Yeah.
Good. Good. So let's see.
Did you go away, Betsy?
I did. I'm gonna start right off the bat by sharing my screen and show you where I went. This is where I went.
Oh, yeah. Wedding. Great.
That's my daughter,
Oh,
Okay.
I thought it
40
was
years old.
I thought it was your younger sister.
Yeah, aren't you funny? No,
Okay.
very cute. No, she got married on Saturday. Her 40th birthday was on Friday.
All right.
Anyway, we went down to New Orleans and or just about an hour north of New Orleans. Look, Amy's here.
Daughter that's with the palm place. Is that
What?
the daughter?
Yes. Yeah, she actually works for it's called Islamorada Beverage Company, which
Okay.
started out as Islamorada Brewery, but is so much more. They do the brewing, the distilling. They actually have a huge production facility in Stewart, I think.
You're not.
Hey Terry,
Hi, am I up? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
we can. Yeah. Where are you headed?
I'm headed to the doctor in Doral.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us.
I'm glad to. How was your trip? Look beautiful.
It was
Your
fabulous.
the pictures
I-
look wonderful.
I was just sharing. I'll go ahead and bore everybody one more time. So this was actually at the reception. There was a restaurant in Hammond called the Lighthouse, and they have this beautiful archway that we took a bunch of pictures under, but the wedding itself was on a lake. So it was pretty, very, very pretty, wonderful weekend. We had crazy buckets of rain on Friday, but otherwise it was great. So, and welcome, Joyce. All right. So, why does it say we have 13 people here? It does not look like 13 people. Who am I missing that I'm not seeing? Oh, Renee and Andy. There we go. Renee and Andy. Oh, a whole nother page of folks. Isn't that funny? The arrow didn't show up as. Huh. Okay. Renee and Andy, welcome. Good morning. All right. I think I've got everybody here. Yeah. All right. So I'm assuming that Medina is not joining us because we are still talking about social media. We wanted to continue the conversation. So we started 2 weeks ago about talking about Reddit. Did anybody go in and play with it a little bit?
But I talked to some young relatives that I had here about it. And they said they use it a lot, and it's not like Facebook. You're not looking for people, you're looking for ideas and conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. And I thank you for the validation that they do use it a lot.
A lot.
Yeah. And it's interesting
Generation
because,
doesn't
you
seem
know,
to be
to me-
using Facebook anymore.
well, and I think there's, you know, regional differences because the 40 somethings up here in the mountains, it's all they use is Facebook. All they use. In cities, the 40 somethings ish, which is the only age group I know besides our own, they use Instagram a good bit. But I think that I'm not quite sure why that is. Why the people here use Facebook a lot, but I will tell you they are sending me screenshots all the time. I got one this morning. Like, okay, you know, I don't have to be on Facebook because they are. So, now that I'm looking at everybody again, it's weird. It won't show me the view of everybody. It will only show me some of the people at once. So I can't see all your faces at the same time, which kind of bothers me. I'm looking at gallery, but it's spreading it out. So because I can't see everybody's faces and I can't judge what's happening in your brains, raise your hand with the raise hand button rather than raising your hand, because I literally have to keep flipping back and forth between one view and the next to see everybody. Okay. Everybody remember where to put your hand up?
No, can you review that?
Okay, let's do that. Yeah. So when you look at the bottom of your screen, you have to move your cursor
Yeah,
and it'll pop up that little toolbar down at the bottom.
yeah.
And there is something called reaction or react
Oh, yeah, with the heart.
right there. When you click on that, you get raise hand. So now I've raised
Ah.
my hand.
Okay.
I'm seeing what you're talking about. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. Yes.
And if
Okay.
you click-
I do not see it.
Gotcha, Kathleen. All right, Joyce has got it. All right, so what you're going to do is make sure you're moving your cursor. Betty's got it.
Yeah.
Move your cursor and it will pull up a little toolbar. Carlene's got it. Linda?
I think it's on, but it's not working. So
So you hit the react button, the heart. Oh, Martin, good job doing clapping.
Oh,
And
yeah,
when you do that, it should bring up a little pop-up menu
yeah.
of emojis. And
Oh.
in that pop-up menu, then it has raise hand.
To get
She's
out of,
got
to get out of,
Actually, you did clapping. You
All
did
right.
clapping.
Right.
So the emojis at the top of that little box, I've got clapping, thumbs up, laughing, wow, heart, and this one, I don't know what to call it. Ta-da, it says.
Yeah.
But then below that is a bigger bar that says, let's see,
raise hand.
raise hand. So we've also got interesting. I've never tried these, so I'm going to do it. There's also a check mark. What are we hearing?
Mary, do you have a book on? Sounds like an audiobook. I don't know.
I can't tell whose it is.
Oh, man.
It's a little creepy.
By the way, my raise hand is under participants because I'm on a phone.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Limited,
Huh.
very limited.
Yeah, it is much more limited. And I did a check mark for yes, and because I'd never noticed those before, and I am not seeing how to undo the check mark. Oh, I just click it again. And Linda, interestingly, in the past, we've been able to do this and it's raised our hand for us.
Yes.
So I'm finding it interesting that I can't.
And that's what I'm trying to make happen, because I was on a Zoom meeting last week, and as soon as I would put my hand up, I noticed that the icon went up. I
Yeah,
don't know how.
That's positively scary.
it is scary. But it's not doing it for me this morning. And it did do that like super simply before.
Yeah, it doesn't do it for me either.
Oh, Linda, now did you click the button or did you raise your hand?
No, I clicked the button. I'm
Okay.
playing around with it. Yeah.
You know, they're constantly updating and changing the app. So it just may be that they found that annoying. Folks maybe found that annoying and decided they weren't going to do that anymore. Okay. So I still,
And that's annoying too.
what's that?
Updates.
Yes.
Updates. Well, did everyone find your raise hand button?
Yeah.
Okay. Morning, Amy.
Your
Oh, I
buzz.
can see you.
I could not join from my phone. I had to come to my laptop. Let's talk about that later.
Interesting.
Not right now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, how you join matters
Right.
in terms of where you're finding the link to go to and where you're storing the link to get to it. Is it still cold in Michigan?
Illinois?
Illinois?
I'm just overdressed as usual.
Okay.
It's 50s and 60s. That's not cold.
No, not cold. All right. Morning, Nancy. Morning, Bob.
Good morning.
Bob, I want to know where you get those light up tennis shoes.
Oh, you saw that, huh?
I did see that.
Let us
See-
know when you have a garage sale.
Well, I'm sad that I will probably not be able to fit into his shoes, but I would love to. I would absolutely love
you
to.
can find them on Amazon and eBay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there was a wonderful video that he had posted of him singing and just the best shoes. I don't know when you posted that.
How can we find it?
I'm gonna show you. When was that, Bob? There they are. Okay, I got it. Never mind. All right, ready to share screen. So since we're talking about
Dancing
social
and
media,
singing.
these are the wonderful things that you get sometimes.
Wow.
He's showing off.
Oh, now you move behind the speaker. I'm gonna back it up so we can see it. There
Where
we
is
go.
this?
See those shoes?
That's that Belgian view.
Oh, fantastic.
where-
That wasn't the original one that I had seen. You were in a all white outfit, but
What? How can we find that?
it's on Facebook. Follow Robert Spencer.
Okay.
He is a multi-talented man.
I did know that. Wow.
All right.
I'm gonna be 70 tomorrow.
Oh, get out.
Yay.
Thank you.
And today is Avril's birthday.
Yes, it is
So,
April's
Big,
birthday.
big shout out to Avril. Yeah.
Happy birthday, April.
Hopefully she sees this video. So happy birthday, Avril. And happy birthday, Bob.
Thank you.
All right. So let's talk about social media. The question was, did anybody go on Reddit and play around with it? And I got no, you chickens.
No, I did.
Did you? Okay.
I liked it.
Okay. Okay. Did you get any good answers? Because
Yeah, it was a variety. I was pleasantly surprised. Will I keep it on my phone? Maybe, maybe not.
fair enough. I put it
Yeah.
on my husband's iPad, and it's easier to see. And of course, he's not here, and I can't access his iPad, which was why I had it on there. He's like, "Can I get rid of this now?" No, I need it for class, but the iPad's not here, so can't help. So one of the things I like about it is the fact that there is a huge variety of ideas. And of course, you sort through it. And I guess my question is, as intelligent adults who think about what's in front of our faces, making sure that we are discerning when we look at answers to things, you know, because not everything is going to be real. Not everything is going to be true. Sometimes things are true for one person and not true for someone else. You look at, you know, pretty much anything in the medical world, because we're all human beings and all have human bodies, you would think that they would all work exactly the same way, but they don't. So same thing with any kind of answer that we get on anything on the internet. You know, if you are researching a particular disease, a friend of mine got a diagnosis, and I instantly went on the internet to look and see, what does all this mean for my friend? And so, you know, I didn't go to WebMD because, okay, it might be good for, you know, little things like an allergy or describing a particular medication. But if I want to really find out about a particular disease, I'm going to go to one of the medical universities, and I'm going to read Mayo Clinic or Harvard Medical School, or I'm going to go to the places where the current medical research is actually happening. That's where I'm going to get the kind of information. Am I going to go to Reddit and ask, you know, about the progress of a particular disease? No. What I might do is I might go to Reddit, and this gives me a really good idea, is ask, what would an expectant mother want weeks prior to delivery? And so then I'm going to get a lot of ideas of what someone who just went through that wished they had had. You know, oh, I wished somebody had just come and cleaned my floor because I couldn't clean my floor. You know, I couldn't bend over, I couldn't move the mop, whatever. You know, what would somebody in that particular situation want? So those are very personal answers. But again, I'm not going to ask, you know, Reddit anything about any medical disease related questions. Somebody had their hand up. Linda, did you? Were you just waving? And you're muted.
But it was not what you're talking about.
That's okay. Jump in.
If I could remember, I would.
Fair enough.
You made my day with that one.
No, I'm sorry. It was about Reddit. Okay. So when I go on Reddit, I go on my computer. I have not put an app on my devices. Is that what you need to do if you're going to use Reddit on your phone? No.
I don't think so, but that's an excellent question. I tend to use an app if I'm going to use my phone, because when you're doing apps, they are, I'm going to test it right now. No, you don't have to. So I just went to Chrome and I searched for Reddit. It wants me to sign in, but I've never created an account, so I can't. So Reddit acts like an app through my browser. And what do I mean by that? This is all formulated for the size of my phone, right? It's actually doing the view, the scroll view in one panel at a time, going vertically, which is what an app would do. But I am literally not on an app, I'm on Chrome. So apps, I think, are often easier to use because they are very specifically formulated for a phone. A modern company that is very, very interested in serving modern customers, aka younger customers, will probably do that. It's an extra investment in time and work to make your website look like an app. And I will give you a prime example of something that does not do that, and that is our local county government. Our local county government, when they make their web page, they do not make it app friendly. They just make it like this. If I want to actually look up something, at the top, there are little teeny tiny tabs up there. And so to get to that, for me, which is interesting because I guarantee you that most of the people looking at this are my age, not younger, I have to spread it open until it's big enough where I can actually read what those things say. And we're getting pretty close. All right, now I can see it. And then I scroll over and I go to your government. And when I tap on that, it's still blown up. So I'm going to look at county commissioners. And then it has county meeting agenda. That's the thing I'm looking at the most. And the minute I hit that, look what it does. It goes right back to this tiny little thing that you cannot see at all. So then I have to go back and I have to spread it out until I can see what it's actually saying, so I can find the date and what do I want? Do I want the minutes? Do I want the agenda? Trying to spread. There we go. And what date am I looking at here? So I have to do a lot of work. I mean, you know, this isn't a lot of work, but for many people who won't even scroll through something, spreading something out, getting to it, and then moving it around until you find what you're looking at so you can actually read it, that's work. And in the technological world, the less work you make your consumer do, the more likely your consumer of information, not necessarily just shopping, but consumer of information, the less work you make them do, the more likely they are to stay on the site, which drives business, and click on something, which is, you know, that's what everybody's looking for. When we're looking at website optimization, we're looking at, are they going to click on me? You know, there's endless supply of information out there. I want them to click on my thing because I need to be relevant and I need to serve my customers. So this is not optimized for a phone. They do not have an app. However, many county governments do have their websites either for a computer or for a phone. So that's a good observation, Linda, about would an app be more desirable? If you're going to look at something primarily on your phone, yes. If they offer an app, it's always going to be more desirable because it's going to be optimized to be able to see it. Nancy, who joined you?
Sue Ellen.
Oh, hey, Sue Ellen.
Hey, how are you, Betsy?
Good. How are you?
Up there. I'm vertical today.
I haven't seen you in so long. I didn't recognize your haircut. It's hard to see. You guys are very tiny in my picture.
Well, I
there.
had alopecia.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. All right. So does that answer your question, Linda? All right. So we're going to look at TikTok this morning since there's not a lot of all right. I'm going to log in. Sorry about this. I did not log in. Use phone. There we go. And I got to do the 6-digit code. While I'm waiting for the 6-digit code, All right, let's log in with email or username. That might be better. There we go. I'm going to answer. Okay. I am going to back up entirely because I do want you all to see this process. So Carlene had made a comment earlier talking about how annoying, how updates were annoying. Okay. You can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. This is TikTok. Here's login. I am going to log in this way with email because I have my email saved. Now, can you see the pop-up window that came up for login?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to hit Betsy Based, and it's still going to want a code.
Yeah.
And it's given me the 6-digit one-time code. This is my 2-factor authentication. Interesting. I have not had TikTok give me this, but it's because I'm always logged in on my phone. I don't log out of it. Huh. Can't find this page. All right. Well, let's back up. So can you see my address window at the top?
No.
No.
Okay. Thank you, Zoom, for not allowing that. All right. I'm just going to go to TikTok.com now. And I have no idea what's going to come up on the top of the feed here. No idea. Apple Pay prank, bro chased me. Don't have any idea why this is coming up. Apple Pay gone completely wrong. I don't know what this is about, but it's okay. Looks kind of stupid to me. Walmart prank gone wrong. Who knows? All right. So over here on the left-hand side, for you. So heavens only knows why it would give me for you and start with pranks, because that's literally not something I would normally look at. I scroll right through pranks. Animal videos, 100%. I'm going to look at animal videos as often as I can because they make me happy. I am very careful about animal videos that appear to be animals that are not well cared for, because I do not want to give them my time. So I'm scrolling through, and it's literally TikTok is obviously just videos. Some of it's music, some of it's just fun stuff. That's cute. Life is beautiful. Oh, so there's lots of good stuff that is on there. And how do you change what you're finding in TikTok? How many people have TikTok? Raise of hands. Amy? Okay, let me scroll to the other window and see who on the other page has it. No, I don't know why this.
What is the
Do I win a
purpose of
prize?
going to TikTok?
What'd you say?
What is the purpose of going to TikTok?
Okay. I often go to TikTok because
Entertainment.
Because I'm human. Is that what you said?
Entertainment.
Entertainment. It is about entertainment for sure. But it is also for me because one of the things I like to do is stay current with what's going on. And by looking at different venues, I get to see what's going on. If I just look at paid entertainment sources, anything on any streaming or, any business that's business is entertainment, right? So I don't know, Netflix, any news organization, all of those are business entertainment models, right? These are people. Now, yes, they are monetizing it sometimes. There are lots and lots of people on TikTok who are selling things. Would I buy from there? No, I would not. Just like I would never buy from Facebook or Instagram. I just wouldn't. Now, if I were on a page, which I joined a different page today, and I'm going to pull that up, and because somebody had alerted me, hey, look at this for sale on Facebook. And so I'm going to go to that. I'm going to pull it up first. Here it is. So we can see what we're talking about. All right. So do you remember back in the day, there was a website, was a social media website that was about free.
Yes.
I forgot what it was called. It had a cute name. It was
wonderful. It's
Yeah.
like Free Cycle.
Free Cycle. That's it. So the concept behind Free Cycle is that let's keep things out of the landfill. When I'm done with something, doesn't mean that it wouldn't be useful for someone else. I can look around this room and go, there's a million things I could free cycle in here. I don't want to get money for it. I've used it. I've had my fun with it, but I don't need it anymore. It's not broken. It's just not for me anymore. So Free Cycle was a wonderful way to go ahead and lighten your load and also help other people monetarily because, hey, maybe I want a, I was thinking about soaker hoses yesterday for my garden, which I just planted some peppers and tomatoes. And I was thinking, I thought I had some soaker hoses, but I'm pretty sure I gave them away because I wasn't using them. And so I was thinking, well, I could look and see if somebody else has a free soaker hose that they don't want. But we can also go on, for instance, with Facebook. We can go on Facebook, and there are many, many sites that are local specific to selling things. So here we've got Franklin Sell It, and this is a group by Robin Parker. I could look up Robin Parker and see, who is Robin Parker. There's Robin's face, and we have common friends, so I can see, okay, well, that's a real person, and she's friends with Christy and Susan, and she lives in Franklin. But then I can scroll down and I can see, okay, is there something of this group has 58,000 or so members. That's a lot of faces. And I can look and see, what's for sale right now. If I'm on here all the time, I might start to see trends, or I can also specifically look for something on this page. So I'm going to look on this page for hoses and just see if anybody has soaker hoses. And so I did a search, and here is a hose. Now, interesting, this is not the kind of hose I'm looking for. This is a pressure washer? I don't know what that is. Anybody know what that is?
Looks like a pressure washer.
Okay, pressure washer. Oh, paint sprayer, sorry. And it got sold. Here's another one. This is a generator, I think. Yep, little generator. Utility sink. So not the kind of thing I'm looking for. Maybe I go back up to here and rather than hoses, I say garden hoses. And while I get garden answer, I'm not getting any hoses yet. Rain barrel. Okay, there's a garden hose. Caddy. Oh, with hose. Says it's in good shape, and there's the price, $20 in Otto, which is the town I live in. Here's a $275 gallon water tank. So do you see what I'm saying? I can look and I can see, okay, so for instance, this one here, garden hose with spray nozzle, great spelling on the nozzle, Hartville, Ohio. Really? This is Franklin Sell It. These are only supposed to be local folk. There's Franklin, Tennessee, which isn't that far away. Clyde is close. So I can look and see, okay, here's a person who has a bunch of hoses, and some of them got sold. There
was a soaker hose there above. Sorry.
Was there? Thank you.
Yeah, go back up.
There we go. and it got sold.
Oh,
Bummer. And that would have been nice, a 75-foot soaker hose. So
Yeah.
I can search for things in this particular website. Besides just looking at their website in general and just kind of, scrolling around and randomly looking at things and seeing, what's for sale today. I can do it that way. That is entirely different than if I just go to my news feed. And let me just stop sharing for a minute so I can pull up. So how many people have bought from Facebook on a particular site like that? Terry has? Is that a no, she's just touching her phone. Nobody.
too scary.
Okay. So my husband actually does it a good bit. He will sell things all the time on Facebook. So let me see. Let me get to a place. All right, here we go. Let me share this one. So for me, that one is not scary, but the one I'm going to show you is for many reasons. All right, this particular one, Bird Buddy. It is a product or a service, a smart bird feeder, a smart bird feeder. And there's a link, okay? I'm not doing that. I'm not going to click on anything that is a sponsored. So you can see right here, even though it has a little blue check mark saying that's verified, right there it says it's sponsored. So that means this is a paid ad. And I can go to mybirdbuddy.com, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, because I don't know if any of this is real or if this is an opportunity for someone to take my information. My Bird Buddy. I'm going to switch sites, mybirdbuddy.com. So I'm going to share this tab instead. So I typed in mybirdbuddy.com. I went to it personally, and now I can see and look at this site rather than clicking on some random link. Now, could a URL, an address, a website address, also take me to somewhere unsafe? Yes, it could. But when I look at this, anything that ends in .com, I'm going to go, okay, probably been around for a while, probably a normal kind of site. Buy now, pay later with Affirm. I'm going to look at the site. Now, you can download the app because it's a smart bird feeder. So I'm guessing, yep. So there's the little camera. So you can actually watch your birds while you're away from home because it's the trending top 100 Google 100 holiday gift. And you can buy them at Best Buy and Target. So if you don't want to go to the store, this is one of those ways that you can buy something. And it was a long walk to get there. So first we were talking about buying things on social media. I tend to feel a little bit safer buying things on social media when they are a local site. Franklin Sell It. Franklin is the town I live in. I can see something. I can decide whether or not I want it. Then I can do some research on that particular person selling it. I can look at their Facebook page. If their Facebook page isn't available or their Facebook page looks sketchy, like maybe it's not actually that person. We talked last week about how Terry's Facebook page had been co-opted and copied several times. Her husband's more often than hers. So you look and you see, is this real? By looking at it and kind of figuring out, okay, how many posts are there? Are there real looking posts? These look like real looking people versus AI versus, date me soldier posts. There's always that kind of thing. Those romance, they're actually called pig butchering scams and that's a horrible reference, but that's what it is. That's what the scammers call it, is when they get a victim and they string them along in a romance type scam. That's what they do. So you look at a website, somebody's Facebook page, and you figure out, okay, are they real or not real? And you can ask some folks, you can look at somebody's Facebook page and you can see these are the people they know. While I might not be friends with those people, I could ask those people because I may know of them. Hey, is this person real? Going to Facebook and buying from a company or a sponsored ad, never going to do it because of the dangers of being scammed. They're huge. Much better if there's something that you're really, really interested in, is to go directly to the website, taking the name of the website and typing it in yourself, never clicking on a link. And that's what I did with my Bird Buddy. The other thing you could do, and I'm going to go ahead and just do that right now with a new tab, is if I see something I like, then I might go ahead and just search for it on my own. So that would be a more organic way to figure out whether or not I would, what my options are. So I'm going to say smart bird feeder. And I can say, oh, smart bird feeder with camera. Smart bird feeder with camera, solar powered already. And there's the smart bird feeder Reddit page. So we're going to go to Reddit first. Now I clicked on Reddit. That's not what it gave me. Oh yeah, it did. So this is a bird feeding subthread in Reddit, and you can see Reddit bird feeding, and these are all bird feeding. Now we get bird for you, bird feeding. What are the best smart feeders? So these are going to be recommendations. These are going to be people saying, yeah, I bought this one. I really liked it. I bought this one. It didn't work. Then we get down to sponsored results. And sponsored results are, so Bird FY is actually a company. Birdfee, official site, with Mother's Day sales. More Reddit, because I picked on the Reddit one. And then there's also 2 days ago, 3 best bird feeders of 2026 from New York Times. So apparently this is a thing. If I take out the Reddit part, I can find no end to this, the bird feeders with cameras.
For crying out loud, look out your window.
Yes, look out your window. That's one of the more satisfying things about bird feeding. Kathleen is losing it here. And I can say, I can think of a reason for this. I can think of a compassionate reason for this. Look out your window, yes. But what about for somebody who has huge mobility issues, who's very sick and can't get out of bed, or can't get out of their chair, or, for whatever reason is stuck in the hospital. And one of their passions is feeding their birds. And so somebody's home feeding the birds, but they don't get to enjoy the birds. And sometimes watching nature, how many people have ever looked at a nature cam anywhere in the world? There are several in the Keys. I do still tap into the underwater cams on various bridges, and I tap into cams for eagles and safari cams, all kinds of cams around the world where you can watch animals and you are not there. So yes, I can think that, yeah, look out the window. It's much more fun because you get the whole picture, but also for people who that's a very meaningful activity and they're not capable at that moment of watching their birds. How cool is that? It's Mother's Day. Mom's stuck in hospice. I'm going to get her one of those bird cams and keep the bird feeder full, and she gets to watch the birds and maybe lift her spirits a little bit. So there, good reason for having a bird cam. Sally.
How do you find bird cams around in whatever town you might be interested in? How do I find those?
Oh, same thing. You just do webcam.
Webcam?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, webcam.
Webcam and then
there's-
maybe the city that you're looking
Mhm.
for? Uh-huh,
Yeah.
okay.
For instance, I can check on, the weather to see I'm supposed to go to Highlands today, and Highlands is a 30-minute drive, but it's a 30-minute drive up a road like this. And if the weather is potentially bad, I don't want to take that drive because lots and lots of accidents happen on a road that's like this. So I can go to Highlands webcam and it's pointing right down Main Street, and I can see if it's snowing on Main Street. If it's snowing on Main Street, I'm probably not going to go because the ride up there is horrible. So yeah, just webcams. There's the one on the Bahia Honda State Park has a webcam there, and I think Pennicamp does too. Let's see.
Used to be optional.
All right, we are going to share again because you've now taken me down a rabbit hole. There you go. Bahia Honda webcam, and let's see what happens. Lower Keys webcams, Bahia Honda Marina. There we go. Florida Keys and Key West is the sponsoring site. And look at that. There's a Stock Island waterfront. There's a Bahia Honda. There is Hogfish Barn Grill, and Baby's Coffee has a webcam, so you can see how long the line is.
Baby's Coffee.
Interesting that I don't see the underwater. Let's just see if the Bahia Honda one has the underwater.
Papa Joe's
No,
water
this
park.
one's just so you can check and see how's the traffic actually, because the webcams are always going to be live. You can see right here. Oh, did it show up the pop-up? Are you looking at the Bahia Honda live webcam right now with me?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so you can see right here, it says live and it's got the little red dot. And so there it is. But
That is so cool.
Isn't that cool? I know.
Yeah.
Internet is a wonderful place. All right, so now I'm going to do underwater webcams.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's what I was in. Okay, so you have to be specific like that.
Well, I thought that it
Wow,
was
maybe
just going to come up with the. Can I put a B in? There we go.
Yeah, Pennicamp has an underwater webcam.
Okay. Well, it used to. Okay, so website blocked due to riskware. I didn't even click on anything. All right, let's go back. So, All right, let's go back to this. We're going to do search again, underwater webcams. Try it again. Isn't that interesting? I wonder what it's blocking. I'm going to continue because it's just a Google search. Oh, because it went right to something. Interesting. And it wants me to download it. So it did not just go, All right, I'm going to close that link. Go back. I'm not sharing right now, am I?
No.
Okay. All right. Let me show you what happened. All right. So I went to underwater webcams, Google search. And this time it worked. Okay. So there's Shark Cam with explore.org, live animal webcams around the world. And this is the one that it was trying to block, mangolinkcam.com. Malwarebytes was trying to block that one. So I'm not going to go there, even though that's kind of enticing to me. Open Oceans Global. These webcams are not only at coastal locations, but on research vessels, aquariums. So that sounds kind of interesting. Live webcam in Bonaire, Deerfield Beach, Coral City, Pompano. All right, so underwater webcam, Pennicamp. All right, Friends of Pennicamp, Coral Cam. Now see, this is not live. This is their Facebook page. So you can, oh no, it's their YouTube page. Sorry. So this is YouTube, Friends of Pennicamp, Coral Cam. So I'm not actually on it right now. you can see it's 5 hours and 18 minutes and 20 seconds of webcam, and this was 7/21 of 25. So that one's not live. Let's see if we can't find. Huh. These are all the YouTube ones. Okay, Coral Camp. Here we go. Florida State Parks.
Oh,
Coral Cam. There we go. 360 Coral Cam. Watch from anywhere in the world. And it's still going to direct me to Pennicamp Coral Cam. All right. So I'm going, there should be a link here. Watch from the visitor center. Let's see if that's a link. There's the link. So see how it's underlined blue?
mhm.
And I go over that, and that's the link. Let's see if there's another place where there's a link. No, that's just a screenshot of it. So that is there. That's a pretty lousy button, I'm just going to say.
Yeah.
All right. And this live stream recording is not available right now. Well, that's too bad. But you can look at it from there. Sadly, we're not looking at that one today. But let's go ahead and go on one of the other ones just to see. Going back. All right. Let's go to Shark Cam. Now, explore live cams. What do you want to see?
Okay.
Birds, bears, sanctuaries, all cams, multi-views, Owl Research Institute. There are 9 streams from here. Northeast Canine, 1 stream. All cams. There's 124 live stream. Here's bald eagles. Let's just look at bald eagles for a minute. And there are eagles in Iowa. And there's a bunch of live ones. All right, let's pick this one. Fraser bald eagle nest. Now, is it live? It's not live. That's not today. Today's the 6th. So this was yesterday. That's when it was live. And remember I said before, look for the red dot. That's when you know it's actually live. This one is not. But still, you know, kind of interesting. But oftentimes you'll get an opportunity. You know, there's something happening with a nest that somebody is watching, and oh, this particular bird just had eggs and we're expecting it to come out. It's often news. And so then you're going to get a notification about it. You can sign up for them. Lots of fun things to watch. Going back to our long ago conversation is we're going to go back to TikTok. And Linda had asked the question, what's the point? I wanted to get to the next part, which is why I went on the shopping thing. And there is a whole thing. Drag the puzzle into place. Okay, to make sure that I am not, did you see that? Could you see that pop up?
Yes.
Okay, that's to make sure I'm not a robot. That's to make sure I'm an actual human being who has to move something. So TikTok has its own shop. And if you wanted to shop on TikTok, which a lot of young people do, because I know a lot of young people who are selling things on TikTok, you could go on TikTok and you could buy things from here. I would not. They feel quite comfortable doing it. I would not. I recently read an article about, although that is my son-in-law's favorite, hot sauce. So let's just look at it, just because I happen to recognize the label. So this is authenticated shops, verified shops. So this shows there are a couple of things, results for cognac. Well, these are not the same thing. So already you've lost my interest because this isn't what I clicked on. And I don't know where this is going or what's happening here. So I'm going to go back to where I was before, which was on TikTok, regular TikTok. And I'm going to share this. Are we looking at it together?
No,
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
not at the
So-
moment.
Oh, we're not looking at the moment. Okay.
Yeah.
I changed tabs and it took me right out. All right, share again. So this is the TikTok that I had logged into. There was the shop tab. I have following, just like with Facebook, people that I follow. Any of my friends that have TikTok pages, which I do have, live. If we had wanted to stream the wedding on TikTok, we could have. We streamed it on YouTube instead because we figured everybody has access to YouTube. Not everybody watches TikTok. But I can go to For You, and then on the phone, it's literally a just swipe. But on the computer, I'm going to go down. Oh, I can still hear the birds. I'm not sure where the birds are. There we go. All right, so it's scrolling down. I have the sound turned off because I really don't want to particularly listen to this right now. This is, and they will often have the captions here. Sometimes it's very stylized. This is apparently a thing. Grandparents knew they messed up. You know, you'll see old clips of TV shows. Interesting. And sometimes you just kind of go, okay, now I'm kind of stuck into this weird how things are designed in people's houses to look very different and be sort of an illusion that they are or are not what they are. Wow. Okay, so now I'm kind of, what?
Oh, no.
What? Things I did not know existed that maybe I needed to. Maybe I'm just, wow, interested in, oh, look at that. She got a special way to go downstairs. Oh, that's kind of cool. Look at that. Now, see, I'm stuck. I'm totally stuck. Huh. People are so creative and inventive. How neat is that?
It is very neat.
And so, you know, you ask, what's the point? Well, I've just learned a whole bunch of things, and I think it's kind of cool, you know. Would I be able to search for something like that? I don't know, but now that I've landed on it, the site, so this person is who posted it, but the tag words were amazing designs. I can click on the more word, and so you can see how I would look for something. I would do hashtag interior design, hashtag furniture, hashtag FYP, which is for you page, and hashtag for you. Amazing designs is not a hashtag, but let's see what happens when I click it. Nothing. But this is the person who has posted this. So this is this person's page. And on this person's page, there's all of the videos. Apparently, they're a big sports fan. They're not big into the home designing thing. They just happen to find this, but they're way more interested in sports. So this isn't somebody I'm probably going to focus on because I'm not interested in sports. So I will go back to that page that I was on that was just my opening page here. Okay, now we've got dogs. So, yep, I'm probably going to pay attention to it. And this one, dogs love going for walks. See translation. So you're going to see stuff all over the world. And if I click on this person, I'm going to look and see, okay, so lots of dog stuff. So if I want a little break in my day and I want to watch some silly dog stuff and laugh, I'm probably going to click on this. And the more I click on it, and this one is just funny videos, but you can see they're very much focused on dogs. Then I may go ahead and follow them. I will try to do everything to make you smile. Follow me. Thank you all. Far as I can tell, this person isn't making any money from this. There are no ads here. There's nothing where that person's standing there trying to sell me a dog collar or anything like that. Just pet videos, some babies here and there. Now, that doesn't mean that they created them. They generally speaking just found them and reposted them. And how would I know? I can go to reposts and I can see which ones are the ones that they saw somewhere else and then just reposted. Just took that from that person's page and posted it on their page so that they could share with their followers. So there's their reposts. So I'm going to go back to my original page, and here's my original page. I can have a reaction. I can say, yeah, this was funny. I liked it. I can make a comment about it. 3,622 people commented on it. This little tab here, I can save it or I can repost it. I can share it on my page and have other people look at it. So basically that's what we're talking about with TikTok. Lots and lots, it's all video. Some of it is selling things, but I have also watched for pure entertainment value is primarily what I'm doing. Sometimes for information. I follow some news sites that have TikTok pages. And so they're going to be very short snippets. If I don't have a lot of time and I want to see what somebody's talking about right now, what's trending, what's new in the world, I might go to that because it's people versus corporations giving me information, which tells me what are people talking about? What are people thinking about? What do people care about? Versus what am I being fed by a company that's going to make money off of whatever they send me. So social media has lots and lots of purposes. If we look at it all as an entertainment value, well, we're going to occasionally find some educational pieces as well. Joyce and then Sally.
Okay, if I wanted to figure out how to do something, how to fix something, would I go to TikTok or to YouTube or to Reddit?
Ah, good question. I would go to TikTok. I would go to YouTube if it's something simple. I would go to Reddit if it was something technological or complicated. What was the other choice?
TikTok.
TikTok. I wouldn't go to TikTok to learn how to do anything except like makeup and styling. I don't think that I'd follow TikTok for actual fixing things. Good question, Sally.
So when I'm in TikTok, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Or I don't
Yeah.
I didn't know if I was on mute. And I wanted to do the news video, or do you just put news in the search column?
Okay, I don't see anybody
Period.
setting up for yoga. We're late, but we're going to go ahead and do that. So let's go to share. Going to share our TikTok page, and in TikTok, I'm going to go to news.
Simple as that.
And let's see what we get. So I'm going to get people. I'm going to get people giving me information of what it's either reposting and their opinions. This one here, CBS Mornings. And you can see it's got the blue check mark. So it is a verified page. Tater News Net. Al Jazeera in English. So you will find you have a lot of choices. Here's Al Jazeera, not in English. Here's CNN. So yes, you can. But the question that I have is I'm not sure if I'm looking for news, why I would go to TikTok to go for news. If I wanted news from ABC, I'd probably go to ABC News.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I
Yep.
firmly believe in going to the closest to the source that I can for information rather than going one off on it.
Oh,
That makes sense. Linda.
mentioned, you
I see you-
mentioned that you mentioned a couple of times the blue check mark verified. What does that mean? Verified by who?
It means that they had to prove to the platform that who they were. So on Facebook, one of the organizations that I work with, we had to verify. And so to do that, you have to go through a bunch of steps. You have to give them your identification. I had to send them my driver's license. They actually sent a letter, a physical letter to the address on my driver's license. And then I had to take that letter and upload it back to Facebook so that they could say, yes, this person is actually who they say they are. So yeah, so looking for that blue check mark is going to help weed out some not real things. But yeah, great
I
question.
see Yogi setting up.
All right, the yoga is now setting up. We are overtime, but that was interesting.
Great class.
I
Yes.
don't know what we're going to talk about next week. If you want to send me an email or a text in the next couple of minutes, go ahead and do that because I got to figure out what we're going to do. Otherwise, it'll
Okay.
probably
How about
be what? Go ahead.
making Evites?
Evites. Ooh.
Yeah. I know. We all want to do that, right?
That's a
Everybody
good
has a
one.
party. Thank you.
Okay. Evites
right.
and let's do Evites and some how about Canva?
What is it?
Canva?
What's Canva?
Oh, you're gonna love it. We're gonna do
Linda
a
Okay.
Pollock works with Canva.
what?
Linda Pollock works with Canva.
Yes.
Wow.
So do you,
I have
don't
no
you?
How do
Okay.
you spell what you're saying?
Yeah. Thank you.
Canva. Canva, like a canvas. It's canvas without the S.
Okay.
Okay. We got some homework.
Canva
Thank
and Evites.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Bye, y'all.